accepting judgment and welcoming love. Accepting judgment and welcoming love. Repeat after me. Accepting judgment and welcoming love. You know, I'll never forget that time in my life where, I was in love with this girl and she came back to me, and it was a little bit like the sirens were going and I could tell something was wrong, and the alarms kind of metaphorically were going, and I just knew something was wrong. And she proudly announced that she's going to work with a billionaire, and it's just whatever I thought was going on isn't going to happen. And I'll never forget that day. And I've grown up with an alcoholic father. I've lost properties in investments. I've had a back injury. I've had many issues along the route, and this is why I do what I do. And I remember that day how I really felt like someone had ripped my heart out, stomped on it, and laughed in my face, even though that wasn't going on. But that's what was going on judgment-wise. Internally, that's what was going on. And one of the biggest barriers to building confidence, is how we deal with judgment. I'm not going to bullshit you. Judgment is always going to be there. No matter what level of success you get to, no matter where you pursue in life, when you're on that path and you're going towards where you want to go, judgment was always going to be there. But it's accepting the judgment. And there's two types of judgment. There's internal judgment and there's external judgment. Now, they're both equally detrimental in different ways. The internal judgment is what I was feeling that moment on when she told me what she told me, and I started to eat away at myself. And of course, we've covered thoughts, so you can imagine the thoughts that were firing off. And then I attached emotions, and the emotions were heavy. They were destructive. They were depressive. They were self-absorbed, and they made me not want to do anything, and they made me want to give up. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever felt that way? And for me to start to heal, I had to accept on a daily basis that I had those feelings. I had to accept the situation for what it truly was, not what I was dressing up, not what I was filtering for, not what I was pretending on the story I was saying in my mind. The reality was that it wasn't what I thought it was, and she was off to do what she wanted to do. That didn't make me less or more of a man, which is what I felt I was. That didn't make me good or bad. It just was the situation as is. So the moment I started on a daily basis to accept the situation for what it was, I was able to start to deal. Acceptance is key in this journey.